We're here to talk about one thing: the gap between what Google says and what Google does. It starts with a question most SEOs get wrong.
I'm not talking about what Google says, I'm talking about what Google does. There is a critical difference, and understanding that difference is the entire point of this.
Let's diagnose the dominant misconception: the average SEO mindset. It's flawed, it's incomplete, and it's what holds most people back. This is what it sounds like in practice. Google said helpful content matters, so I'm going to write helpful content. This update is about EEAT, so I'm adding author bios. This thinking isn't stupid, but it is dangerously incomplete. It's an approach that puts all its trust in Google's public relations department. You have to accept a simple fact. Google is a corporation. It has a PR department, and that department's job is to shape perception. So when you read what Google says, you are reading a press release. The product, the actual search results, that is what tells you the truth about what Google rewards. And those two things, they are not the same.
This brings us to the core idea, the framework you need to adopt. Now,
The position is simple. Google's stated intent and its revealed behavior are two separate data sets. You must read both. But you will trust the second one more. Period. So what are these data sets? Stated intent? That's everything Google tells you. Their blog posts, their guidelines, tweets from their employees. Revealed behavior? That's everything Google shows you. What actually ranks, what gets rewarded, what vanishes after an update, the SERP itself. These two sets might overlap sometimes, but they are not the same thing. Let's deconstruct this with concrete examples. This is where the theory becomes reality. You've all heard this one. Google states, "We don't use domain authority as a ranking factor." And technically, that's true. They don't have a metric called domain authority. But look at the revealed behavior. Go to any competitive SERP. What do you see? Massive sites with decades of backlinks dominating. The signals that correlate with authority, backlinks, brand mentions, history, those signals matter immensely. So if you just listen to their stated intent, you will underinvest in authority. And you will lose. You'll lose to the people who watch the SERP instead. Here's another one. Google's line is, "Content quality is what matters, not content length." And again, on a technicality, they're right. But the revealed behavior tells a different story. For informational searches, the top results are almost never 500 words. They're 1,500 words, 2,500 words, or more. Why? Because length correlates with depth. Depth correlates with coverage, and coverage satisfies user intent. Google isn't rewarding the word count. It's rewarding what that word count implies. If all you hear is length doesn't matter, you'll write thin content, and you will fail to rank. So how do you move from theory to practice? How do you read the real playbook? Let's get into the methodology. The process is 3 steps. 1, study the SERP. 2, track update patterns. 3, test. That's it. Step 1 means doing the primary research yourself. Treat the SERP like a crime scene. What do the winners have in common? Who is the outlier and why? What changed from last month? Most SEOs skip this step. They read someone else's case study instead of doing the work. You need to spend 30 minutes on a single SERP. That's where you'll see what no summary can ever show you. For step 2, when Google announces an update, you ignore its name. The name is marketing. You watch what happens on the ground. After the helpful content update, what died? Thin affiliate sites. What thrived? Real, first-party expertise. The aftermath shows you what helpful actually means to the algorithm, not to the PR team. Keep a log. Track the winners and losers. Over time, you build pattern recognition that no blog post can ever teach you. Now, this leads to an inevitable objection. Someone is thinking, so you're saying ignore Google's guidelines? That's reckless. That is a complete misunderstanding of the position. No, the point is not to confuse guidelines with strategy. Guidelines are defense. They keep you in the game. They help you avoid losing, but they will not win the game for you. Strategy, that's offense. It's derived from revealed behavior. It creates an advantage by exploiting the algorithm as it is today, not the aspirational one Google describes. An SEO who only follows guidelines is playing not to lose. An SEO who studies revealed behavior is playing to win. You need both. So let's conclude with your mandate for this week. This is non-negotiable. This week, you will pick one query. You will spend 30 minutes looking at the SERP. Don't do anything else. Just observe. And you will ask, what is Google actually rewarding here? Does it match what they say they reward? Find the gap between the two. Write it down. That gap, that's your advantage.
So remember the rule. Read their blog for intentions, read the SERP for actions, bet on the actions. Every single time. That's the playbook.